Now that you have learned how to create an account, I'm going to sign into my own account and show you some of the features available on Wikispaces. So we're just going to sign in here. I'm going to put in my username or email. And then log on in. So this, once again, we've seen this in some of the other tutorials. This is your dashboard. This is behind the scenes, everything going on. You have account settings, your profile, and we're going to go ahead and select my wiki here, English with Miss F. Here we are on the main page of my classroom, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through every single tab up here just to help you learn a little bit more about them. So what's great about Wikispaces is you can add members fairly easily. You can create a join code, or you can invite people, and this is going to be invitations through email or username. It's very simple. You can create a message here as well, and once you press send, that'll be sent to people that you would like to invite. You can also make organizers. Later I'll show you through projects you can make teams, you can demote members, and we are going to go ahead and move to projects. So projects is great because it's going to create a collaborative area for all your students to engage in, and once you create a project, so for instance, I would like this to be compile research for paper. I'm going to create that, and then you can assign particular members. So this is almost as if your own classroom where you assign members to a group. Go ahead, type in a username, and then you can also add teams. Wikispaces also offers you an event calendar that you can create. It reminds me of Google Calendar, but you can also have different types of calendars. So for the home, compile research for the paper, so that's the project page, and then of course you can zoom in to week, day, and then list. One of my favorite aspects of Wikispaces is assessment, and what this pretty much shows is how students are performing on your page. So you can see I have been reading, there's been no activity. If I was to add any comments, delete, write, this is all going to show up on these lines. And if I had class members, they would come up in alphabetical order with all this information. So this is great for formative assessment, just to check in on your students and see how they're doing. You also have your settings, which just go through basic settings, permissions, license, domain name. You can also go down here and start playing around with the look and feel personalization of your pages here. This is fairly straightforward. I think it's very basic, but it's still a nice touch if you would like to change the theme of your page. You can go ahead, you could preview them before you actually accept it. So I just selected this. Let me click preview. There you go. You can have two different colors. I really like this color, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply that, the pink and the black. Now, if you would like to create pages, as you can see over here, typically on the other websites, the sidebars are on this side for changing and modifying the website, but in Wikispaces it's over here. And if you just hold your cursor, you don't have to select it, but if you just hold it over, it'll tell you exactly what you're doing. Add a page, upload file, start a discussion, add a project, or add an event. So that's all right here, but you also have easy buttons to select as well over here. So we're going to go ahead and add a page. I'm going to call this new page. Select create, and that will bring me directly to that new page. Just like the other tutorials you may have watched already, similar change of text here. You can make font bold, italicize, underline. You can change the color. You have different styles of headings. Also, if you want to center or number anything, link, and then, as my favorite, as always, the widgets. So you can enter videos. I believe this brings you to TeacherTube. Yes, TeacherTube, YouTube, all different forms of videos, which is great, all at your fingertips here. You have calendars, spreadsheets, documents, polls, which is great if you want to survey, engage your students' understanding, chat and IM, anything you want to open up to your students. It's just a great way to assess students, but also get them more engaged in the class. So we're going to go ahead, save that page, and that should come up, yep, immediately. So here you have your new page, the information on it. If you wanted to get actually onto the discussion, you can add a discussion there. And that's pretty much it. If this has been helpful to you, please let me know if you have any questions. Also, feel free to contact me.